The University of Maine system will start the new school year with its highest enrollment since 2021. While official numbers won't be confirmed until later, UMS says they expect a more than 5% increase over this time last year. They say total enrollment is now more than 24,000 students. Officials say the UMaine system will also welcome the most transfer students in a decade, with nearly 2,300 students, a 39% increase from last year.
We're actually able to attract more people than perhaps we thought we would. A lot of this has to do with communicating and making sure people understand their options, how to pay for education, how to apply for financial aid. It's also talking to the parents, making sure that they understand that we're in this together.
The chancellor says he's proud of the out-of-state track record the University of Maine system has maintained. Their law school will see the biggest incoming class in 2 decades this school year.